let's talk about striking out less, because everybody would like to strike out less. How do you do it? Big thing for me, two-strike approach. And the biggest thing with a two-strike approach is most players don't have one. They take the same approach to the plate regardless of the count. So when I'm talking two-strike approach right now, let's not even talk physical. You can make physical adjustments, but let's forget about the physical for a second. Just literally talk about the mental approach and what you can do mentally to stop striking out as much. So first thing is that I still look for the pitcher's hardest pitch. This works in baseball or softball. Doesn't matter. So I'm still looking for the fastest pitch, because if I don't, let's say I look for a slow pitch and they throw their hardest pitch.
You don't stand a chance.
You don't stand a chance. Ball's by you. Exactly. So that's one approach some players will try to take. They'll try to guess, oh, I'm gonna sit something slow because I think they're probably gonna go slow here because it's two strikes. You can't flip a coin and just guess with two strikes, because if you guess wrong, you're out.
It's not even a coin. They throw like 3 or 4 pitches. There's 4 different coins.
Yeah, exactly.
2 different coins you gotta worry about.
There's too many chances that you're gonna guess wrong eventually. 100% right, exactly. So you can't guess, right? So you're gonna, first step, you're going to look for the hardest pitch that the pitcher throws, all right? You're gonna try to hit that ball to the opposite field gap. So you're a lefty, you would try to hit it basically through the shortstop's head.
Yes.
I'm a righty, I'm gonna try to hit it through the second baseman's head. When you do that, you're going to hit the ball deeper, right? So go to contact for me on the deep pitch here. So let's say we're gonna try to hit it there. Okay, right there. So if he hits that ball's line drive over the shortstop's head. So that's a deep contact point. If you were gonna hit it to the second baseman, right, you're gonna hit it more, you're gonna hit it more out there, right? So because you're hitting the ball and you're thinking about mentally hitting the ball to the shortstop as a lefty, the second baseman as a righty, you're gonna let the ball travel, you're gonna hit it deeper. That is much shorter. Get in your stance again. Go to this ball. That is the shortest distance from there to that pitch. When you've got to get there, that's longer, right? So one, you're quicker. You can get there much faster than if you're trying to pull a ball. So that's the first thing. 2, you get a way better look at the ball. Because it's shorter, you can see the ball longer. If you want to try to hit a ball way out here and pull it as a lefty, or if I'm going to try to get a ball way out here and pull as a righty, I got to make my decision super early. If I think let the ball travel, hit it deeper, hit it that way, if I'm a lefty, you can see spin. You can see different movements in the pitches.
Because now when I let the ball travel and I'm keeping my hands inside and I stay middle, now I can see everything deeper. I can see the hump longer. I can see and let the ball travel to that deeper contact. It might not get to here, it might get here, but now because I'm thinking here, this becomes easy.
You can still hit it there.
Exactly.
Well, that's the next part, is that let's say you don't get the pitcher's hardest pitch, but you're thinking about hitting here. Let's say it's slower. Now you've got a chance to catch it up there. So go to this deep contact. So if you're thinking hit that hardest pitch there and it's slower, the slower pitch, boom, you hit it there. So now you've just given yourself a chance to hit the pitcher's fastest pitch and the pitcher's slowest pitch with the same approach.
Yep.
But you had mentioned, if you try to catch the ball out front, yes, you could guess right and blast the ball every now and then. But go to this pitch again. So if you're trying to get to that pitch all the time and it's slower and it's the ball still here, your bat is there, and that's where you see so many hitters go, oh, and they're way out there, and then they give themselves no chance. I always say the goal with 2 strikes, increase the chances of putting the ball in play. So if you increase the probability of putting the ball in play, good things can happen. The only way to do that is to have that approach. You can't guess. You can't have no approach and say, I'm just going to smash this ball to the pull side, because then you don't give yourself a chance on anything else. And then, again, you might still hit for a little bit of power, but you're never going to be consistent. So that would be my biggest advice. As a simple approach, we can talk about physical adjustments in another video, but just a simple 2-strike approach, having that sit on the pitcher's hardest pitch and drive it to the opposite field gap, and then it still allows me to hit the slower pitch out front. Now I can hit 2 pitches with 1 approach. You can't get a much better chance of putting a ball in play than that.
I agree. And the way I think of it is the first 2 strikes are the hitter's strikes. They're yours.
Yep.
The third one is the team strike. So you need to find a way to get on base for your team. You need to swing with less body, be more directional, and stay to the big open part of the field.
Yeah, and I heard Dante Bichette once say that you earn the right to try to hit the ball out front. So if you get up in the count, now you can start really looking to hit the ball out here. But if you're at 2 strikes, you haven't earned that right.
Exactly.
Now you have to do work more deeper in the zone, right? Like you said, a team at bat.
Exactly.
You can't just be selfish and say, oh, I'm still going to try to party out front here, because you may blast one out of 20 times, but you're also going to strike out half the time, maybe more than that.
Exactly, and how you just said, like, so when I'm up in the count, I've earned the right. When I'm down in the count, he earned the right.
Right, exactly.
So now I might be playing at his game, but I still got to play the game. I can't just say, oh, we're just going to swing.
Yeah, exactly. You still have to have a plan.
Exactly.
And an approach to attack them. Just because they might be a little bit more in control doesn't mean that you're out.
Nothing.
Right. So I agree. Hopefully, try some of those things. I think having that approach will increase your chances of putting the ball in play, and you'll have much better team at bats, like Nick said.